Two warships enter, a drone appears, and suddenly the world is watching. Ladies and gentlemen, in one of the most sensitive waterway on the planet, a tense encounter has unfolded between Iran and the United States as two American destroyers, USS Frank E. Peterson and the USS Michelle Murphy, moved through the Strait of Hormuz. What may have appeared like a routine naval passage, it quickly turned into a high-risk situation when an Iranian drone reportedly detected and approached the warships. According to reports, warnings were issued as the drone continued to move closer, increasing tension in an already volatile environment. Within moments, the whole situation escalated and the US military responded by shooting down the drone. Basically, a decision that reflects how quickly operational judgments are made in such high-pressure scenarios. Following the incident, a narrative battle began. Iran claimed that the American ships retreated after the confrontation, while there has been no official confirmation from the US supporting that particular version. Wait, this particular difference in accounts, it highlights how information itself becomes part of the conflict, shaping perception alongside the actual events. Well, the larger concern, however, it is not the incident itself, but where that happened. The Strait of Hormuz, that remains one of the most critical global choke point where nearly 20% of the global oil supply passes through this particular narrow corridor. In fact, at its narrowest, the passage is only few miles wide, leaving very little room for maneuvering, specifically when military assets operate in close proximity. Now, if we talk about the past, historically, this region, it has witnessed multiple flashpoints, including tanker attack, naval standoff, and threats of blockades. The presence of drones, it has now added a new dimension, making surveillance faster and confrontations more immediate. Military analysts note that unmanned system, it reduced reaction time, increasing the chance of rapid escalation even from small incidents. The events of the last 24 hours demonstrate how fragile the situation has become. A single drone approach leads to defensive response here, and within minutes, a localized encounter turns into an international headline. Experts warn that such incidents, if repeated or misinterpreted, it could spiral into larger confrontation involving multiple countries. Ladies and gentlemen, as tension continues to rise in the border, Iran-Israel-US conflict every moment in the Strait of Hormuz is being watched closely. The region remains on the edge with naval forces, surveillance system, and strategic interest all converging in a confined space. The key concern is now not just about what happened, but how easily such encounters could escalate into the future if caution is not maintained.